The Mistress All Jewish Cemetery, Prague. Normally, one overcrowded cemetery is enough to be considered creepy. The Old Jewish Cemetery in Prague, however, takes things to a whole new level considering that it is actually 12 cemeteries stacked on top of each other. That's right, the cemetery got so full that no once, not twice, but 12 times they actually decided to just build another cemetery right on the top of the old one. The Old Jewish Cemetery was established in the first whole of the 15th century along with the Old New Synagogue. It is one of the most important historic sites in Prague, Jewish town. It has an obvious atmosphere of sadness even after 2 centuries of living. It was closed in 1787. It is one of the first and best preserved Jewish cemeteries in the world. There are about 12,000 tombstones actually visible, though there may be as many as 100,000 burials in the cemetery piled in layers because of the lack of space. But why? During the centuries, the graves had to be put one on another, somewhere even the 12 layers. The Jews are not allowed to remove tombstones on graves, which meant that the cemetery soon ran out of space. As there was no extra land to purchase, the only solution was to add a new layer of soil. Eventually, 12 new layers were added. It is forbidden to picture dead people in Jewish faith, so there are various symbols on the graves to refer to who is buried there. For instance, scissors indicate a tailor, the musician's graves are adorned with a violin, and a crown belongs to the erudite man, and so on. An animal symbol mostly signifies the dead man's surname. The most prominent person buried in the Old Jewish Cemetery is without doubt the great religious scholar and teacher Judah Louis ben Bezalel, known as Rabbi Louis, 1609, who is associated with the legend of the Golem. A legend says that he created the famous Golem, then a monster made of clay, which stood on the Jewish side at times, but later became violent and had to be destroyed. Among the many other prominent persons buried in the Old Jewish Cemetery are the mayors of the Jewish town, Mordechai Meisel, 1601, the Renaissance scholar, historian, mathematician, and astronomer David Gans, 1613, scholar and historian Joseph Solomon del Medigo, 1655, and Rabbi and collectors of Hebrew manuscripts and printed books David Oppenheim, 1736. The oldest tombstone there marks the grave of the poet and scholar Avigdor Caro, and the last funeral took place here in 1787, when Joseph II, the Austro-Hungarian king, forbade further burials inside the city. You can see pieces of paper with hopes and wishes that written on them, weighed down by small stones at some of the graves. It is an old habit to leave it there because it's believed that the dead can fulfill your wish. But beware, the stone has to be brought from the place where you live. Picking up a stone from the graveyard or even from another grave can be seen as a disrespect by the dead.